everyone and welcome back to my channel Be Yourself. This is Dr. Rajni. In my last classes, we have discussed about the physical properties of the carbohydrates. We have seen how the alpha and beta anomers of the carbohydrates is existing, which one is stable and why these are stables. Now coming back to the next topic of the carbohydrate, which is the chemical properties of the carbohydrates. So first thing is that now when we read about the carbohydrate, the first thing is that how we can find out experimentally that the given sample is carbohydrate or not. So for that we perform the Mollis test. So in this video I will be explaining you about the general principle of the Mollis test and the procedure behind that. So this is also known as dehydration of the carbohydrates. In this, what it has been done in this on addition of sulfuric acid on either the monosaccharide, disaccharide or polysaccharide, there will be the elimination of the water molecule. And after that, when it is reacting with the alpha naphthalon, which is commonly in this experiment, we will be using the Mollis reagent, which is the solution of alpha naphthalon in ethanol. So let's proceed for this. So what we are going to do in the Mollis test, or what is the general principle behind this? So it basically what happens, the monomeric unit of the carbohydrates first react with the sulfuric acid to form the 5-hydroxy methyl furfuran. So this is a hexose sugar, that's why it is forming the 5-hydroxy methyl furfuran. Even when it is the pentose sugar, on that time also furfural ring will be produced, but on that time instead of 5-hydroxymethyl, it will be simply forming the hydroxymethyl furfural. Now, the concept is that I told that whether it is a monosaccharide, polysaccharide or disaccharide, it will be reacting with the Mollis reagent. So what happens in the case of the polymers or the polysaccharides or polymeric unit? It will first break down into the monomeric unit by reacting with the sulfuric acid, and after that it react with the alpha naphthalon. So what we do in this, so here first it is what is the principle behind this? First, what will happen? The monomeric unit will be reacting with or dehydrated by the sulfuric acid, and after that what will happen when we will be adding alpha naphthalon to it? So what will happen? The monomeric unit which has changed into the furfural ring, as you can see here the furfural ring has been formed. So this was presented, this oxygen which I have which the bonding has been formed on reacting or removal of the sulfuric or removal water molecule by the addition of sulfuric acid, that I have presented that in the pentameric form. So when this will be reacting with the alpha naphthalon, what will happen? This will then going to bind with one with this oxygen, and you can see another molecule is also binding together. So this is the carbohydrate or the furfural formed in the previous reaction. So what we can see on reacting with the sulfuric acid, this purple color dye will be formed. So what we will be doing in the lab we are going to take the sample, a carbohydrate sample. It can be monosaccharide, polysaccharide or disaccharides. So previously what will happen, it will first react with the sulfuric acid to get converted into the monomeric form, and then it will proceed for the reaction. So let's move toward the labs to see how the Mollis test is can be performed. So what is the material required in this? We require Mollis reagent, which is the solution of alpha naphthalon and ethanol, glass dropper and sulfuric acid. So let's move toward the lab where my students will be performing Mollis test. To start with the procedure, we will first taking the sample, 2 ml of the sample. In that we are going to add 2 to 3 drops of the alpha naphthol. Mollis reagent, which is a solution of alpha naphthol and alcohol. Give it a nice mix. After mixing, we are going to add Kong sulfuric acid, and while dropping the Kong H2SO4, we must be careful that we should not directly put the sulfuric acid directly to the solution. We will drop the sulfuric acid along the wall of the test tube so that a purplish ring can be observed. And if what will happen when you are going to directly add the solution to the sulfuric acid to the solution, Instead of getting the ring, we will get a complete solution of the purple color. A ring will not be appear. Now as you will be adding the sulfuric acid, within seconds you will able to visualize that a purplish ring is appearing at the junction between the alpha naphthol and the carbohydrate solution, as you can see here. So moving towards some light region, you can see a purplish ring will be appearing. So directly showing you the peak of that ring, our ring will be observed like this. So these were all about the procedure of the Molish test. Hope you like the video. So don't forget to subscribe and share my channel. And I especially thanks my students to prepare these videos, to help me to prepare these videos. Hope you will appreciate their effort.